Hello and welcome on this video. My name is Paul Boutros and I'm currently the solo developer on the game Wuli. This is more for a basic introduction because later on we're gonna talk about more technical things, the process and certain tools, development tools, to give some programmers an idea of where the project stands and what's in it. The overall organization, what has been done, what needs to be done, and so I'm going to show you the Unity and a few tools. In the meantime, I want to introduce a few things like what it looks like and what the basic of what the game is all about. Obviously, it's more like in a platform action game. Well, it has this Metroidvania thing, obviously, because you can explore rooms. It's not linear. And one particular feature is that it's run with a sandbox engine. So we'll have time to talk about this later on because I think it's an important matter. So what you see here, for example, are rooms in the game. A room is one screen, and this is an interior environment. So the castle, and outside of the castle would be exteriors, like the forest or things like that. And the plan is to, well, it's actually working like that already. But the overall idea is that the outside is sandbox. So the outside is editable. You can break blocks. You can modify things. That's a wonderful engine I bought on the Unity Asset Store. So let me give you a quick tour, so you get an idea of the graphics and what it looks like. The video is available on YouTube. See a bunch of characters, a boss here that is currently being animated, which is pretty nice. So I'm an artist. Initially, I'm a concept artist. I worked for several games, mobile game, few AAA games, all kind of things. So basically, my initial expertise obviously is art and not programming. But so that, and I'm not even saying that doing the art for this game was easy. It was not at all, because I kind of pushed the boundaries. I could have done something a bit simpler, but to be honest with you, even the art was challenging, because how to put it, when you do all the art for a game like this, whether it's very, very technical. It's very, very different from when you're working in a company or for a client, when you do concept art. Because when you work as an employee or as a freelancer, your responsibilities are very well. You focus on one or two things. All day long, there's some artists that are going to work on characters, or some are going to work on weapons, or on the environment, and they can really focus on that. Here, when you do art for a game like this, obviously, and you're working on your own, there's many things to think about. I could mention few, like optimization, how you organize all this, how you implement. Yeah, let's talk about the implementation. How you put that in the game, how it interacts with the code. That's an easy example of that would be the animation. Here you'll see later, since the first video is going to be about the animation tools I built, you'll see that the characters you see here are well, there's about 30 different parts. So the head, the hands, the arm, the shoulders, all that. So my point is that it's true for any game. What you see here looks like a nice painting, let's say, so the one image. But the thing is that when you develop a game, it's never one image. It's like a puzzle. It's a bunch of complex pieces and complex part put all together, and that requires a certain organizational skills, or a lot of management, or and I don't think I was the most organized person to start with. My point is that doing art for the game was quite difficult. Now it's a bit easier, and the reason for that is because the overall organization is let's say well-rounded. There's a lot of tools that have been developed. There's a lot of things that can be done automatically. If I mention, for example, if you know, there's code or algorithm that I wrote that will skin a level. You know, they will automatically position those tiles on the ground, or position those purple thing here. So my point is that it's been a lot of time spent and a lot of work to organize all this, to build efficient pipelines, so I could work on my own. Because if you lack resources on the game, you wanna get rid as much as possible of any work that is too hard. So that's why honestly I became a complete fanatic of tools and development tools. Well, you'll see that later. I love automation. Anything that is systematic has to be coded or has to be scripted, and I do invest crazy amount of time into automation, and you'll see that later. So here he's in a freehand mode, so he has nothing in his hands. That freehand mode works as well with the projectile. So if he's throwing knives or all kind of projectiles, he will have nothing. He will be holding nothing in his hands. In that case, he will be running or crouching. Let's say, okay, standing, crouching, crouching and attacking. If I do that here, he will be throwing something. The same would go. It would work the same way if the character was jumping. For example, it's jumping here, okay, and it would be attacking while jumping. That would be that. Okay. All right. Standing. He's standing. All right. That's standing and attacking. Okay. All right. Another demonstration of how movement are combined in the system. He's let's say he's climbing. He's climbing. Climbing animation is pretty basic. Oh, right. That's climbing. Climbing and climbing and moving, like he's climbing the thing, the ladder. Climbing and attacking. All right. Now let's go back to standing, and we're gonna give the character a different weapon. We're gonna give him something. This is a two-hand weapon. I call that two-hand weapon because it requires his two hands to be handled. So let's press that, and now he's handling that weapon. And when he's attacking, he or she is attacking, and press that, and automatically it does what it's supposed to be doing. Right now I'm using this 2D array to go from one move to another, but in the code, I mean, when the game runs, this is automatic, of course. I'm doing here just manually for the demo. And you probably won't be surprised if I tell you that the engine, well, the editor engine and the runtime engine is the same thing. I mean, what works here works at runtime, and you'll be able to see that either in the video I posted already or in future video that I will be posting later on. By the way, this is a two-hand weapon that you see here. I put it here few designs. That doesn't just for the sake of example, but there's more designs than that, and in that case it doesn't change much. The way he handles the weapon is the same because it's a two-hand weapon. That's how I called it. Right. Let's put another weapon in his hand, like this, like a one-hand handling weapon while he's throwing something. That works for all the different cases. Like for example, if he's crouched, will be there. Okay, let's attack. Sword attack. Well, all right. And a different weapon, like what I call a carrying weapon, like he's holding something. He's standing here. There you go. Let's say let's say he's walking now. He's walking. Let's go back to those two-hand weapon. He's still walking. See? So all that works with a 2D array. Here. Oh, by the way, I could show you real quick the attack for that. All right. That's the attack. You know, I'm animating by pressing this button, but in the game it animates on itself, of course. Again, if I switch to a different weapon, it will do that. And we could keep combining things. It will work because the system is supposed to do that. Let's go here. The goal is to combine as much things as possible. It requires some adjustment sometimes on the design to make sure, like for example, a head will fit perfectly another helmet or this kind of things. But I'm sure you get the basic idea of what I'm doing here. Or if you don't, well, please let me know that I'm not very clear, and just feel free to ask any questions. Here I'm gonna use I'm not trying to do anything pretty here. I'm just showing that you can combine things. Maybe it will make more sense if I put different hands. Let's see. I'm gonna remove the eyes for the skeleton, but it's still kind of great to have eyes on the skeleton. But let's remove it. Where are the hands? Oh, they're right there. Okay, makes more sense. Let's keep playing the animation to see what it looks like. And it looks like, oh, here, this is not a bug or anything. It's me. I just forgot to wait a minute. Yeah, true. I simply forgot to remove the skin on the helmet. Let me do that real quick. It will give you an idea of how those things work more closely. This no, it has to make it more complicated while I'm doing a demo. You know, things they never work as expected when you show it, and they work perfectly when you're not showing it. All right, see that drawing? I forgot to remove the bit of head here. Okay, let's resave that. Yeah. What else could I show? I think you get the idea. I could change the boots, although those boots are nice, but just for the sake of demonstration. Let's put some different boots. I don't have many models for boots or because basically I'm busy with a lot of other things. But the idea is always to make sure that the system is working, to make sure that I have few examples to show, just to prove it's functional. See, I'm changing the boots here. There you go. Another thing related to this animation is that at some point I will need a bit of shader work, and I'm really not good with shaders. Well, not very comfortable. So it would be great to develop shaders for just changing the color of the boots or any other part of the body. Let's see, where getting lost again. Okay, see, so it plays fine. Get all you need. So I could spend more time on this and talk more about it, but I think you get the idea. Oh, last one more thing I want to show about this system is that if I give that character a weapon like this, or I'm walking, okay, this. Now he's walking with this weapon, okay? And as you have seen here, this is a two-dimensional array, but actually it's not a two-dimensional array, it's a three-dimensional array. And the third dimension is used, oh god, I screwed up. The third dimension, sorry, is for handling what I call the style, the movement style. Because for various reasons, one of the reasons is just to give more life to the characters, but also to add more diversity. Well, life, diversity, that goes hand in hand. There's a lot of other advantages to do that. Just give me a second. So anim level 0 here. So that's the dimension, the third dimension with the index 0. It's doing that. Let's go. Let's set the third dimension with index 1. Okay, that's the same thing. All right. Sorry. Probably I didn't create a new animation for that. So that's another dimension, another way to walk with a weapon. You can see. Yeah, there's a bit of a. Sorry. So yeah, it's a bit. The tool sometimes is a bit slow. Yeah, see those. That's just what you call a sorting order thing. So you can animate sorting order, of course. And that's it. I don't know what else could I say about that. So if it's crouching, see, you get that. If it's jumping, well, it's like that. Let's see if there's if I did another. No, I didn't do anything for this. All right. Well, if I change, if I put a different weapon in his hand, he jumps in a different way, right? That's the thing. He's got a different weapon. He's holding that weapon in a different manner, and therefore the animation is different. And that's the whole purpose of this system. This is handled automatically by the program. Those weapons he's holding right now are not even real weapon from the game. They're kind of, especially these, they're kind of placeholder, because it's just to test out the tool. There's what else? I'm trying to think about what I could show. Well, one last thing. You can load, like I said, you can load and save and all kind of different designs. So when, obviously, when you change the parameters here, like you change the let me see, we don't see the shoulders here. So when you change the shoulders or whatever you do here, at some point you want to save the character. I'm not gonna save it now because what I'm doing is a bit well, I'm gonna save one actually. Save as. I'm gonna save it as that one, lion armor skeleton. Okay, this. And just to finish up with that thing, because I'm afraid I'm running out of idea here. I feel like I've shown you the basic, and it's probably enough to get an idea of what that tool does or what it can possibly do. The better would be to let people ask questions and do comments and things like that. That's why I want to keep those videos short, to show you different things, and also to react with the community, and more importantly, answer the questions or the concerns, or if someone wants to see something specific, then there's no problem. Just ask on the Unity forum or on this video or anything. Let's change the helmet just real quick. Okay, well, proof. That's well. So there's some stuff sometimes that don't really match very well because I never combine them, and all those things, they need to be tested out. When I combine stuff, usually I adjust a bit the drawing to make sure it fits, and that kind of things. You can instead of changing the design for the shoulders, you can just remove it, right? Wow, that's cool like that. Oh, cool. Not that cool. It would be better if you had like like that. It would be better. I think it would be better. Maybe it will make more sense, but it would be better with this. There you go. I almost forgot what I wanted to show you. Let's say, well, on the development of this game, I'm massively using JSON to store all kind of data. And let's see, the appearance. Well, that's the one I saved right now. The appearance file, what a character looks like, is stored in a JSON. I don't know. I guess it's called like a custom data type or something. Appearance. Okay, shader. That's I used to. Those files used to have some shader data, but it was complicated and stuff. So there's no more shaders on those characters, and that's something I would love to have, just to be able to change the colors, for example, of the pants or the boots or things like that. It's great to be able to change the design of different body part. It's really cool, but it would be, I mean, the basic stuff such as changing the color has to be working, and it's currently there's no way to do it. Well, I mean, there were a way with the shaders, but like I said, it was a bit complicated to manage, so I just removed it. See, so the appearance, how does the appearance work? Well, as you can see here, it's an array. Okay, I'm not going to do them all because, and each element of that array, the appearance array, is basically a layer. See, that's pretty. You can't make simpler than that, I think. So the helmet, the type is the design, is the 5, blah blah blah. Visibility, true, false, if it doesn't have a helmet. And I could go on and on with that. It's the same thing. Upper arm, blah blah. There's probably around like 30 different body parts, right? It's a pretty light file. And shader name file. Oh yeah, there's information also about anim level style. I mean, the one thing I showed you before, the way he walks, all the things. So there's not a lot of complicated thing to say here. It's an array. It's a structure. All right. There's other stuff that are probably more complicated, but that would be a different different subject. Now let's just to finish this up, let's load another character just to show you that that thing works well. And of course, so in the game, when the game runs, what I'm doing right here manually by pressing the buttons like load, save, more specifically the load button, is basically what happened when an enemy spawns in the game. If you walk through the level and you encounter a skeleton, well, the skeleton is built up like that. It's the spawners say, okay, spawn a skeleton here, so it loads the JSON file. Well, let's put it this way. Well, it preloads everything at the beginning of the game, but anyway, it loads the data and it spawns a skeleton. And see if later on there's a soldier with a red armor, it built that guy. Everything is pooled in the game. Now, I may be getting off track here because I'm almost no more talking about the animation tool, but that's one thing I like about the system. It's all very connected. It's all everything. The animation tool, the fact that the way you customize things, the way enemies are built on the fly when the game runs, all that is basically the same system. So it's not like I'm talking about 3 or 4 different things. This use the same animation engine. Let's load, I don't know, soldier. Yeah, the names could be better. Okay, so that's probably a file I should get rid of. Let's load something else. Soldier purple. See, there's too much. Okay, well, great. Yeah, but that's not still not the right thing. Oh, actually, it works, but I needed just to play the animation so it refreshed some body parts. Okay, so I'm kind of repeating the same thing over and over again, but it's just to show you that this thing works. Well, this is that thing is it works, you know that but it's a bit slow. It's not very optimized. It's just to select, for example. See, I'm okay now. It's slow. I've selected the arm here. Okay, so you can work with this. Yeah, let's see. This is not supposed to be. This is not. Okay, actually that pose looks weird, right? And it looks weird because it's actually only used by the skeleton. So like I said, the animation files or the movement can be used by anyone, but from a, let's say, artistic or a narrative standpoint, there's certain way of moving that are more appropriate or fits better certain designs. But that's, so technically anybody can do anything, but like the one thing I'm showing you right now is, in the game at least, used only for the skeleton because it fits that guy. Let me show you. Load. I'm gonna load. Where is it? Skeleton naked. Well, let's see. All right, that's a skeleton. Let's go back to this. This what I call the animation matrix. Okay. Usually doesn't have this kind of weapon in his hand, so let's go back with a free hand. Yeah, and the skeleton, although he can run, I think the skeleton doesn't run in the game because it doesn't look good. You know, a skeleton running is kind of strange. You want the skeleton to walk slowly or like a zombie, not really like he's in a perfect shape. By the way, yeah, well, I'll show you the more specific walk of this design. But by the way, I want to show you something here. You see that the layer hip leg B, leg F are the key are blue. That means that the legs are loaded from another file. This way I can reuse this somewhere. Let's go just a few more things, but maybe I'm kind of repeating myself. It's just to demonstrate a bit what it does. That's a walking thing. Let's change so this is a two-dimensional array, right? But that's not actually a two-dimensional array, it's a three-dimensional array. And the third dimension is used for style, the way it moves. So I'm going to change it. Oh yeah. Let's see. Walk, standing, horizontal. Yeah. Let's try that. No. Okay. Okay. For some reason I put the skeleton animation on the index tree. See, anim level tree. I don't know why. So here now it's moving like that. Right. That's, and again, any character can use that animation, but it fits better the skeleton. Let's try, even if it doesn't look really good, just to show you. Let's move to, let's load another character. Here's right there. Where is it? Gonna load. You know what? Let's give him a helmet. Where is it? Right there. Okay. No. See? Now we've got a skeleton with a cool helmet. You know, we're gonna give him some clothes actually. Well, let's give him some boots. Let's start with some boots. Where are the boots? Right there. Okay. And okay, I'm not sure. Oh yeah. Okay. So here we go. He's got boots. He's got, what do you think? Right? This overall thing would require more organization, the tools can be better. I mean, if I'm posting something about collaborating, obviously that means that it's becoming a bit difficult for me to manage. So that means my tools are not perfect. Well, nothing's perfect, but could be highly improved, easier to use. Let's see what happens if we do that. Oh yeah, that's funny. That's yeah, but I'm not gonna save this frame. I'm gonna leave it like that. See if I put this thing in his hand. Oh yeah, it was a weapon. There you go. Yeah, let's go with a weapon. All right. I think that's it for now. Now, the next video I will make could be on a entirely different subject or entirely different tools. There's tools to create maps. There's tools to edit the map. There's a huge list of tools to develop the game. But let's keep things organized and also short. So I'm going to end this video with this. Alright, I want to thank you for watching the video, and I hope I will see you around for the next one.